Hi there, how are you doing? Now you learned how to make a simple Ajax call and see the result in the console in the last video. Now in this video we're going to go further and display the items that we get from the API. We want to display on the screen when we click on this button. Okay, so this is a mouse over, the one we have from before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to my click event here. Now if I refresh, if I click, I see that. Okay, that's great. Let's begin by making the API call. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is create a variable URL. So the URL that we're going to use is we're going to get everything related to JavaScript. Okay, from this URL. Okay. Next thing, we want to use the .getJSON method to make an API call. Okay, so jQuery's .getJSON, and it takes two arguments. The first one is URL and the second one is a function, it's a callback function, and then this function will return data and we're going to use that data. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first, whenever we're making an API call, we don't know what sort of data we're getting. We might be getting object, we might be getting arrays, we might be getting JSON, all sorts of different data. So we need to determine what sort of data it is, and that's what we learn in JavaScript section. How to use the instance of operator, type of operator, and array methods. So let's try that out first. What I want to say is console.log. Let's say if it is an array, what we can do is we can check by saying data instance of is array. Okay, so let's see what we get. Refresh. Is array is not defined. Oh, sorry, this one is just array. Instance of array. Let's have a look. It says false. Okay, now you can't be 100% sure about how things work in JavaScript. For example, let's say if it is object, type of object, instance of, it says true. However, there's another method that checks array, which is array.isArray, which is a better method to check the type. Okay, so let me use that. For example, it showed because in JavaScript everything is object, so sometimes you don't get the exact result, and that's a problem, because JavaScript everything inherits the object type, so that's a problem. So that's why there are a couple of methods like type of, instance of, but sometimes they don't return the exact result. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this quick if statement to determine, for example, if array.isArray. So we learn about this method. If you're not sure, just check out this video where we talked about array basics. I think it's in there. So array is array, and what I want to take is this data, right? Okay. This data. Okay, so if this is array, let's console log. So okay, let's give it a try. True. Else console log. Right, it's not array. Okay, that's fine. I know I know for certain that this is array. Okay, but this is not array, and that is also true. The reason is that what we're trying to get is we're trying to get this the data, whatever it returns from this API, right? So let me have a look at this one. Let me copy this and then paste in here. In fact, I already did here. Okay, so this is the data we're getting. Actually, in reality, this is what we're getting. Okay, when I make the API call to this URL, this is what I get. So as you can see, this result has one object heads, and inside it has a lot of object. Okay, so that's the reason, because what happened here is we get the data, but we are interested in data.hits. Okay, so when we get the data, what I'm interested in is hits. It has 20 items, as you can see. So this is an array, as you can see. The array literal. Yeah, this is an object. Okay, this is an object. However, the hits are array. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get each hits, 20 of the hits. So that's where things get kind of tricky. So this is an object. However, what I'm trying to get is data.hits, right? That's the one we want, 20 items, which is an array. So data function data, if array is array, data.hits, and let's see what we get now. Refresh. True, this is array. Now it shows that it is array. So see, things get a bit tricky. That's why we went through all this time and learned about the JavaScript basics. JavaScript is the core JavaScript. Working in this manner, things get much easier. Now, no matter how big of a data you're going to work, maybe you're going to work with completely new API, no problem. You get the data, you check whether it's array, object, and apply the methods, because objects have certain different methods. So if it is object, we have to use for in the iterator, that those methods we started. But for arrays, in this case, we're going to use the map method. Okay, so depending on the type of data you have to apply different types of methods. Okay, so this is good, but let's get rid of it now that we know that it is an array. Okay, so this video has already been a bit long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. So in this video, you learn about how to check the data types, the one that you get from the API. So in the next video, we're going to loop through each of those and then display on the browser. All right, okay, we do that in the next video. Thank you.